Welcome to our spring concert and performance of the Lloyd Road 5th grade band. Some of the students started playing their instruments a year and a half ago, where they learned how to assemble their instruments during virtual lessons. They started with 1 or 2 notes and learned 6 notes by the time grade 4 ended. Last June, we played songs that were about 8 measures or 30 seconds in length. Most of the students on stage only started playing their instruments in September, which means they only started playing for 9 months. These students quickly caught up to the songs that their classmates were playing, and all of the students have been working hard to learn the pieces of music for tonight. We are now playing complete band durations. We know that you will be very excited to hear our progress, but please wait to express your enthusiasm until after the music is over. A quiet audience allows each of you to hear the music we have worked very hard to prepare for this concert. Enjoy our performance.
Donkey Around is an American folk song we started in grade 5. It is a simple tune in 4/4 time that includes a repeat song. After mastering this folk song using only 5 notes, it can then be played as a round, which you will hear in our band arrangement shortly. This was the longest song we played at the beginning of 5th grade, so we wanted to give you the opportunity to hear where we started. This arrangement includes the familiar 5-note melodies: Mary Had a Little Lamb, Lightly Rowed, Go Talent Rotary, and Hot Cross Buns. The grand finale includes the whole band playing Donkey Round as a round. Listen to each instrument group have their solo section of the song. the 20th century. Unique to this music is a classic form that is often identified as a 12-bar blues. The percussion section has some solo parts that introduce new rhythm patterns to them. We know our audience will enjoy hearing these young musicians perform the blues. For the different variations. You will hear the song after a short introduction, and then we will play 3 different variations before the final section.
Forte has composed the following arrangement rock tune in a popular rock style. Mr. Forte is a noted professional drum player and college instructor. The band with eighth note patterns and contrasting harmony lines. The low instruments have a bass line similar to what you hear from a bass guitar. The percussion section has a drum section rhythm shared by our percussionists.
the band perform on the stage. So this has just been so wonderful to be able to have this opportunity again. I want to thank you guys so much because it's been so much fun working with you guys, and you make me want to come to work every day and do what I do. So thank you for a wonderful performance. You guys should be super proud of all the work you've done this year, right? Parents, thank you so much for your support. I know when your student opens their cakes for the first time and the sounds that they make, it's not easy to hear sometimes, but you let them stick through and keep working and kept supporting all of their time at home and in school to make this happen. So I'm very thankful that you gave your students the opportunity to be part of a program like this as well. So thank you for all of your support.
Welcome to our spring concert and a performance of Lloyd Road 5th grade band. Some of the students started playing their instruments a year and a half ago when they learned how to assemble their instruments during virtual lessons. They started with 1 or 2 notes and learned 6 notes by the time grade 4 ended. Last June, we played songs that were about 8 measures or 30 seconds in length. Most of the students on stage only started playing the instruments in September, which means that they have only been playing for 9 months. These students quickly caught up to the songs that their classmates were playing, and all the students have been working hard to learn the pieces of music for tonight. We are now playing complete band arrangements. We know that you will be very excited to hear our progress, but please wait to express your enthusiasm until after the music is over. A quiet audience allows each of you to hear the music we have worked very hard to prepare for this concert. Enjoy our performance.
Donkey Ride is America's folk song that starts with 5th grade. It is a simple tune full for time that includes a pizza. After mastering this folk song only using 5 notes, it can be played as a round, which you will hear in our band arrangements shortly. This was the longest song we played at the beginning of 5th grade, so I want to give you the opportunity to hear when we start.
Five-note concerto is a perfect piece for each section of our band to shine. This arrangement includes the familiar five-note melodies, Mary Had a Little Lamb, Let Me Row, Go Tell Aunt Rhody, and Hot Cross Buns. The grand finale includes the whole band playing Rock You Around as a rhyme. Listen to each instrument group have their solo section of the song. The percussion section has some solo parts that introduce new rhythm patterns to them. We know our audience will enjoy hearing these young musicians perform the blues. 4, where each measure has only 2 beats instead of 4. It also uses a returnable beat sign with first and second endings, which are one-way musicians can repeat sections of music.
The band learned eighth-note patterns and contrasting harmony lines. The low instruments have a bass line similar to what you would hear from a bass guitar. The percussionist section has a drum set with them shared by our percussionists.
This piece introduced more independent lines for each section of the band and the role for the snare drum part. There is an important rhythmic section halfway through the song where counting the rest and making correct entrances are very important. Enjoy our final selection.
school, our spring concert is not the end of our musical journey, but just the beginning. So much more lies ahead at MAMS and Mattawan Regional High School. No one can be certain of where the journey will take you, but you can be assured that music will be a very important part of your life. Thank you for attending our performance and have a great evening.
Can you give them one more round of applause for me? I can't fit, it's a great problem to have, I can't fit all of my fifth graders on the stage at one time. So this is the second evening performance I've done, but the first one for these guys. But this is the first time since June of 2019 that I've been up on the stage with a group of musicians. So it's been such an honor to be able to put this performance on for all of you. I want to thank all of you guys on stage. You did a wonderful job, and I'm so proud of you. I understand when your students brought those instruments home for the first time, or last year they were dropped off at your doorstep, and they opened that case and made those first sounds. It's not pretty. I understand that, but I appreciate all of your constant support and supporting them, making them be a part of this program so they can get this experience, because without your support at home, they're not up here tonight. So thank you from me. Work that I do and all of the building of the program that I'm able to have here without the support of my administrators. So I want to thank Mr. Jarabek and Mrs. Olson for always being there to support me. I also have a wonderful staff here at Lloyd Road. Mr. Levine's been hiding in the back, my other music teacher. He did a wonderful job for that. And I'm always calling extra rooms and trying to get students out. I pulled them out of class yesterday. I pulled them out again today for the assemblies, and the teachers are always so supportive of the program, so it's just wonderful to be working with such a supportive staff. They will be in the cafeteria in a few minutes. Once I dismiss them, they're going to pack up, and then you can walk around the back to go get them. I hope there's lots of opportunities at MAMS. There's not just band and jazz band and chorus, but there's a musical, and there's lots of things that you can do. I cannot wait to see what you guys do at MAMS and at the high school, and I hope that you keep music as part of your life because it's awesome. Thank you again so much for coming.
We had the joy of hearing the students perform this afternoon, and they did even better this evening. You knocked it out of the park. The announcers were fantastic. Now, to keep in mind, if you tally the numbers, Mrs. Hughes already mentioned this is the second performance tonight. Just ballparking the numbers, we have over a third of the entire student body participating in our instrumental program. Fourth grade program is even larger, if I'm calculating the numbers correctly. So Mrs. Hughes has quickly built our instrumental program back up in no time. So kudos to you, Mrs. Hughes. Thank you so much.